solo.
And hello, welcome to Solo Playthrough. Starting a couple minutes early to get this setup done quick. All right, I rolled a die. It's a 2. Number 2 is Bravelar. Okay, it's fine. Not not the most ideal, I think, for the situation, but we'll make it work. I mean, how many times do I take the dummy player skill anyway? Not very often. All right, so that's a pretty abrupt start, but yeah, a little bit of a time crunch I put myself in here, but I think we're gonna get through. This too will be okay. So let me get Bravelar's dummy deck. Shuffle this up. I have not played Quest in a very long time. I think the last time I did it on camera was with Norowas. We'll be playing at Legendary Tight, I think it is, whatever. I think the second thing that has 16 wounds in the deck as opposed to 12. 12 is just absurd. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. These are Bravelar's cards. We're putting the 4 cooperative skills, and then we're putting these 16 wounds. So that's going to give us a deck of advanced math people. Drum rolls, 36. All right, got a couple of lingering chats. This seems, I don't know, it's like a band name or something. The lingering chats. All right, so bang in the middle of my office day says Sagitt. No. And that's a lot of O's there. And then Mike James says Greg and Sagitt on a Friday. Good stuff. I agree, Mike James. I agree. All right, so we got this deck shuffled. Best part of my quest is well, I love Quest. Quest is just chaos. You need to get leveled up real quick and then just have this ridiculous battle. Murder everything in sight. Fame is good, and you need lots of it to get, again, leveled up super, super, super quick. On Legendary, Volcaire's camp will be at a level 14. I guess it's not really a camp. It's Volcaire's, I guess his legion, right? His army of misfit units. Not to be confused with the Island of Misfit Toys. Anyone knows that reference? Good on you. Sagitt says I am still working, so not sure how much I can pay attention. That's fine. I'll get your harassing, very appreciated messages later about all the rules mistakes I make, and it's great. It will be good. I don't even know if I put my ugly mug on the screen where it needs to go. I'm probably gonna have to rearrange this a little bit. This stuff a little bit to make this all fit on the camera. Ah! I was almost done. Definitely want to get a good shuffle, man. These wounds can be a problem if they are all clumped. So I think this is going to be good enough. All right, let me count this down now that I just had that little disaster. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 1, 2, 3, 4. We are good to go. All right. I guess we don't even need this many, but I took it out anyway. Here's Volcaire. He's going to be up here. We're going to shuffle up the rest of this real quick. Greg Spasic. Hey, everyone. As that just says, I actually lost Quest by about 5 points of damage on Legendary this Friday. Yeah, that sounds about how this is going to go. I don't know why I'm playing with Tovak. It seems like a mistake. I mean, cold toughness for sure. So we will see if we can pull this off. All right, so there's the artifact deck. I'll put something on top of that, just like I normally do. Get all our tokens and get this done. Bernardo Gonzalez, greetings. Greetings to you, sir. Greetings to you. All right. We're going to put this down. So 1, 2, 3. We have Cure. We have Fireball. Hello. That's a good one. And then we have Tremor. Oh, also good. Tremor not as great in Quest as it is when you're playing against fortified sites. But make no mistake, still pretty darn awesome. Sajid says it's Monday. I meant to say. I was gonna say, Sajid, be accurate. Let's go. Let's go. Monday, as in 4 days ago. Yeah, this is gonna be my last stream until next Thursday. Mark your calendars, people. We will have the crew from Uprising, the creators of Uprising from Nemesis Games, not to be confused with the Nemesis board game by Awakened Realms. This is Uprising by Nemesis Games. So Dirk, Cornelius, and Pavel, or at least some combination thereof, will be joining me via audio. I don't think video. We'll have a quick conversation, or a not so quick conversation, I don't know, depending on how long they want to stay. We will talk about the upcoming game crowdfunding. I think it's on GameFound, not Kickstarter, for Uprising. There's a new true solo mode. I have been playing a prototype a lot, and it is really good. That game is, I love that game. It is top 5 for me for sure, and it is cementing itself in the top 5 for me with this new expansion content. They have other goodies planned, but the true solo mode is excellent. So if you are someone who loves playing true solo, and Uprising, the fact that you can't play true solo is one of the reasons that you have not thought about buying this game. The true solo mode is really fixing that. It is not a cheap game, so you know, it is what it is. Definitely watch some of my playthroughs, see if it's for you. I did get a review copy of a lot of the game, not all of it. I did buy some of it myself, so take whatever I'm saying with a grain of salt, but I absolutely love that game, and I'm excited to have those guys on the channel next Thursday. So, William Wilting Cushion, good afternoon from across the pond, actually watching live for a change. Nice. Silver Fear, what's up? Brian says good morning. Sadja says at some point you will make me buy that game, and I will blame all of it on you. Sadja says care to send me some money for it. I think the all in, if you're coming new to the game, is $4.99. Which is actually not a horrible price for the game and the quality, but it's a lot. It is not cheap, and that includes like the storage solution and stuff too. I think the storage solution looks awesome, and is definitely a game that badly needed one. So I am excited to get that, because right now I still have everything in 3 boxes, because there's no way to consolidate that game at all. I mean, those boxes are jam-packed with stuff, and that's before you get some of the extra goodies. All right, so we're gonna get, all right, we have Brave Valar skills. Make sure there was 10 there. Flipping stuff over and making weird sounds like a crazy deranged bird. Getting lots of text messages from people. People, don't you know? I'm busy. Oh, still flipping things. All right, I get this. All right, we have Tovek skills. We have Bravelar skills. Remember, in Volkaire's quest and Volkaire's return, Volkaire counts as a extra player, so there will be, it's a number of real players plus 2, so there will be, I'm sorry, number of players plus 2, Volkaire counts, so there's gonna be 4 dice in the source, not just 3. I rolled a gold, a white, a green, and a blue. I'm gonna put this here. We have the unit offers. There will also be 4 units in the offer. Units are fearful, so some of them might run away scared, and we'll have to deal with that if it happens, but hopefully it won't. Be brave, little ones, be brave. Cities are on a level 4. Volkaire's Legion is on a level 14. I think I said that already. The 4 units we have here are the Shock Troops, the Utim Crossbowmen, the peasants and the northern monks. You don't get elite units until you get far enough up the map to explore a core tile, just like in a solo conquest, except you just have a prefixed map here as opposed to you making the map as you go. This goes here. I'm gonna roll an extra source die. That's white. The top thing will be white, and the next thing will be gold for the fearful units. Of course, the two colors I have the hardest time seeing between each other with these fancy dancy glasses that I'm still going to be wearing for a little bit. For those of you who don't know, Greg is getting lots of vision disturbances that these glasses help. Otherwise, or just assume that I have really great fashion sense. I wear these because they look cool and no other reason. All right, put those here. We'll put his army. Yeah, we'll do his army now. Why not? Level 14. Where is Volcaire's camp card? Where? Oh, where? I think it's over here. No. There it is. I buried it under the rulebook, exactly where I should have done. So, level 14, Volcaire's camp is 2. Nope, that's ruins. Where are the city garrisons? All right, there's 2 city garrisons, 3 dragons, and 6 orcs. City garrisons, making sure I put that face down. City garrison. Dragon. 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 Obligatory marveling at the fact that the dragons still have some discoloration between them because Wizkids is, awesome. Oh, by the way, Wizkids, thank you for Wizkids for a review copy of the Ultimate Edition. Not everything you're seeing here is from the Ultimate Edition. I did sub in some of the things from the original that I like better, most specifically the mana tokens, some of the minis, and I actually just sold off my original Mage Knight that I had, which makes me made me feel a little bit sad, a lot of memories in that little box until I got the giant monstrosity that is the Ultimate Edition box. So this is Volcaire's Legion. Put it right on top of that, and we'll put a die on top of that because we will need one. Hold on one sec. It is very hot down here, so I'm just putting on the fan. I'm putting that off to the side for now. Put this here, and let's get this set up. There's no reason to do this. We're going to do it anyway. We're going to put a dragon up on Volcaire's camp because, it's thematic. Oh, Draconum Summoner. Great, get you out of there. And we'll put an orc up on the Volcaire's camp tile as well. It is the orc skirmishers. I think those are the skirmishers. I need one here, one here. That's fine. All right, the tile, there's gonna be 2 core city tiles. Oh, whatever, I'll roll a die. There's really no reason to do this either. But I do a lot of things that there's no reason to do. All right, these 2 are out. And then we need 4 core non-city tiles. Then we need to put these out. So 4, 6 is not helpful. 4, 5, 6, 6. There you go. Did they fix the art in the Ultimate Edition? They did. One of the cards, I remember the art was wrong. They actually fixed something. Look at that. Look at that, Wizkids. On top of known problems. All right, so we have that. Now I have to put 8 countryside tiles, and we can just put that up there. Like so. All right, lots of comments. Holy crap. Maddie, what's up, boss? Hello, how is it going? Sadness is VAT plus shipping. You were talking $7.50 or so. That's just stupid. I agree. Woof. Maddie, I still at work. I am at the home office though. I could just run it in the background. Hell yeah. Maddie asks Sajid, will you be at Essen? One day I'm gonna get to Essen. But that question was not for me, but I'm just giving you my answer. Mike James says, I gotta play this now that Greg is back. Been too long anyway. Sajid, I will never attend SN or other big cons. I do not like crowds. I agree. I love PAX Unplugged. I will be going there again. I got another media pass, so I'm really appreciative of the PAX Unplugged. PAX continues to give me media passes for my hometown my hometown convention. PAX Unplugged is about the size that I actually still really enjoy. Gen Con was a bit much for me. That was kind of absurd. I'm not gonna lie. It was fine. Gen Con's a different experience. I was with a friend who had been before, which I think made it. He was very helpful and helped me figure things out and how to make sure I still did some of the things I wanted to do. Because Gen Con can be kind of bewildering to kind of navigate. But yeah, PAX Unplugged is way more my speed. And anyone in the Philadelphia area or in the Northeast in general, I would strongly recommend it. Although this year might be a little insane because it's conflicting with a bunch of stuff. So if you are planning to go, get your hotel rooms early because Philly's going to be nuts that weekend. Anyway, I digress. I feel like I'm just doing commercials for for a bunch of stuff so far. Welcome to Mage Knight. We're going to talk about a whole bunch of non-Mage Knight stuff as I give you my plugs. Madi says, what is Ravelar Mini doing there? Yeah, I don't know. Just wasting time. I don't need this either, do I? I don't know. I'm just setting up for Solar Conquest, Madi. I'm losing my brain. There you go. Put that over there. Mike James, I just thought you being a boss with a new style. Hope you're well. As always, thanks, Mike. Brian Silverfear says, I'm sad I won't be going to PAX Unplugged this year. Would have loved to actually shake your head. One day, I will be there pretty much forever because I love it. Now, PAX Unplugged is always a big weekend for me. Friends come from out of town and blah, blah, blah. And it generally, not this year because they had a weird scheduling conflict. So there's normally the first full weekend of December, but this year they're doing it the weekend before Thanksgiving. But they had a big scheduling conflict at the convention center. But is the thing. But yeah, it normally corresponds with my birthday, which makes for a wonderful birthday weekend. All right. I think. Why does this look wrong? God, it's been a long time, kids. Who was doing this? Is that right? It just looks wrong. No, that's right. 1, 2, 3. It's right. It still looks wrong on my head. I don't know. No, it's not right. It's this way. What is going on? Why does that look wrong? Am I on the A side? No, that's the B side. But that's definitely wrong. I feel like that should be there. This all shifted over one? Woof. Alright. Here we go. That's never happened before. Alright, good times. We got it. We figured it out. I was like, that just looks wrong. What is happening? Cool. So now we can definitely have the top of the map cut off. We're not getting all the way up there. I mean, I pretty much go as far as I need to reveal the tile, and then just kind of use the space as best as we can at this point. All right, that will work. I don't love it, don't hate it. You know, it's a thing. This too will overcome. Yeah, we can just put our skills here, have my cards and my units over here. We'll put this up here, and that should work. Let me take a quick break to mute this. Excuse me. Woo! So you are sending me some funds to partially offset the $750 expense. It is your fault after all. No, I'm gonna say no. You know, had other events in my life transpired differently, I would have considered it longer before saying no. But but considering how something's went down in my life off camera, I'm gonna say no, emphatically. But you know, that doesn't mean my feelings for you are unchanged. I mean, don't take it personal. Nailby says, "Woof." That's a hard met. Yeah, indeed. All right, we got there. Man, I was like, why does it look wrong? But because something was shifted a little bit up top, and actually, well, yeah, that map is just dumb wrong. Yeah, they messed up the art in the original game. So the funny thing is that they fixed the art on the Volcara's Quest Volcara's Return card, but didn't bother to fix the art in the rulebook, which is just classic Wizkids. It's amazing. I know. It's amazing they ever sent me something for free, considering how much I trash their quality control. But, you know, whatever. It is what it is. It is what it is. Things that make you go, that should have been done better. So, we have my deed deck. It's an exciting deed deck indeed. We have 16 cards, including the most inconsistent rules card in the bunch of Cold Toughness. Other things that make me go, And actually, I'm going to shift this all over. Again, I should have done this last night. But I think we're done. We're set up. What time is it? Where the hell's my phone? It's over here. 10:17. Wow, that's later than I want it to be. Let's go. We got no time. So we are going to go to tactics. The way tactics work, we grab a tactic, then Volcara picks a tactic to indicate whether his relative position as to us. Or does he pick first? I'm taking tactic. You always do first. All right, then his tactic comes back. Our tactic goes away. So we can only use every one of these once. We draw our opening hand of 5 cards. We'll have our units over here. I think that should work. So we have a threaten. Oh, these start revealed. So I actually have a map to look at. All right, so we got a mage tower, an orc. Hey, kindling. Lots of good things to put on the board here. So we have to get an orc over here. It is a Cthulhu Panda thing. I always forget that guy's name. Saget will know. We have an orc war beast, and then we have another orc down here. It's a cursed hag. We are gonna need a mage tower. This is gonna be face down in the desert. This is face down in the countryside. We're gonna have to get a ruins. I feel like I had this exact map in a Goldix playthrough that was live where maybe it was Arethia. I remember this, like, I had a Ruins that was just awesome, that I just absolutely destroyed. And it's got me off to a really, really good start. One of those streams. All right, so we have to get an advanced action in the thing. So I guess I'll just put this up here, so we have something in the D deck. So there's one. Was something for the unit offer. So one advanced action in the unit offer. We have the dungeon, which I like. Gives us a way to get a spell or an artifact. Definitely want Fireball. Makes it going here pretty strong, although that's really inefficient with movement. I mean, I could try to recruit, blast that. If I go there now, I could recruit the Uthman Crossbowman. Range attack is always good. So I don't hate that. Let's get 4 more cards from my D deck. So we have Instinct, we have Stamina, we have Swiftness, and we have Crystallize. I think it makes some sense to make our way to that. Recruit. Elemental block and attack is always nice against Volcare too. I mean, if I try to get here and I recruit the Northern Monks, in quest, if I return, I'm always trying to get like because they're undecided units in return. I always try to get those so they don't add to Volcare's army. In quest, it's not as important. They just go away to give you less options in the unit offer. But I definitely don't want to get too far afield over there. I mean, at some point, like not getting either of these Maze Towers while I have the chance to get Fireball or Tremor is a little bit of a bummer. But I don't want to get too far, get too distracted from my goal here. And this is a good central tile, because if so, I go here, here, or here, and recruit either the Northern Monks or the Uthman Crossbowmen. Get here, burn that down, get an artifact, go here, get another artifact or a spell, and then kind of come this way. I just don't think either of those one of those Maze Towers is not going to get destroyed this game. Because if I get nestled in here, then I have to go all the way around because that stupid lake's in the way. This Ruins is not great. I do like, I'll probably come, this is a good spot for me late game, because then that last round I could just pillage, get a bunch of cards to really have my showdown with Volcare. So this I'll probably try to do in like round 4. Remember, there's 36 cards in here, so you don't want to be taking much more than 5 or 6 turns around. If you're going more than that, you're asking for trouble. So sure. All right, good times. Now we've reasoned through all of that. The reality is, do I end up just taking the peasants? I'm going to take planning. Volcare is going to take 2 rethink, so he is first. It's not great. And we'll make use of planning. So he's first. We just flip over the top card. It's a red. He doesn't move. He looks around, see if there's anyone to fight. There isn't anyone to fight. And then he's good. He does re-roll this gold, though. And it becomes a black. What a jerk. Of course it does. All right, my turn. That gold would have been nice, but who wants a gold? Who wants a gold, man? Ugh, I do. I wanted a gold. That makes Instinct a lot less strong. Definitely want to make use of planning. I don't want to get rid of any of my influence cards. I mean, I definitely want to make use of Crystallize. Let's move 4. Forest is annoying because I want to get here. So I want to get the move 3, but I don't want to use any of these sideways, and I'm just gonna need crystals. Sad's just he's converted me to the need for crystals. I mean, instinct, but that's also a waste. It's also a good influence card. If I use that, get move 3, then I'm stuck, which I hate. But I have to make, I think it's the best use of this round right now. So then I'm going to use Crystallize. I'm going to power it with a blue. I'm going to get myself a red. And end of my turn, I have 2 cards left. So let me re-roll the die. It's a white. Whites are good with swiftness. Discard pile will be off camera down here. And then I draw to my hand, which is 5. Stamina. Promise, there you go. Rage, and then planning triggers. I get a 6 card, another rage. All right, Volcara's second turn. It's a wound. When he draws a wound, we just roll a die to see if one of those units goes away. So we're going to roll Volcara's die. Where's Volcara's little person? All right, bam. It's a red. Red does not match the white or the yellow. So my units stay. My turn. We are going to move 2. And then I think we get the Northern Monks, so I'm going to do that. It's so bad. It's really bad, people. I need to save that red, I think. So if I do Promise, power with a white, play this, that's Influence 6, and then I'll play one of my Rages sideways for Influence 7. I get the Northern Monks. They'll fit right there. Remember, they won't help me burn down the monastery, but we're going to get them anyway. Why are you so principled? All right, these go, well, these stay in my hand. These 4 cards go away. I draw to my hand limit, which is 5. Mana draw, March, Swiftness, Tranquility. Oh, just 6. That's, I can get range attack 6 right off the jump. So we'll see what I pull. So we're definitely going to burn the monastery down next turn. Volcara's third turn. It's a wound. He rolls this die. Is it white or yellow? It is white. The shock troops are scurred. They go far, far away. That's Volcara's third turn. My third turn. Man, if I get moves, that'll be... we'll figure it out. All right, we're going to burn down the monastery. So 1, 2, 3. I just like to watch the world burn. Give me something I can kill with a range attack 6, please. Booyah. That will do. We have the Fire Mages. I'm going to play Mana Draw, power with a white. Turn this into a white. Get 2 white mana. That's going to be range attack 6. That kills the Fire Mage. Everything else stays in my hand. Indeed, this does not get re-rolled. This does. Before I draw to my hand limit, I get 5 fame. I'm going to get my reward. I look at the first 2 artifacts. I keep 1. Oh, Boa Starstone. Hello. Oh! Well, I think I just had the Boa Stars on in my last playthrough, and I haven't had the Horn of Wrath in a while. Boa Stars was probably the better card, but I'm going to take the Horn of Wrath. Siege attack. You may also. Oh, it's so good, dude. Bubble Star Zone is so freaking good. So good. Nah, I think I gotta take the bow. Hornetrat's good, but the extra fame possibilities. Alright. Taking the Boa Star Zone. Just gonna be the Boa Star Zone channel. Yeah, I mean, I think at this level, you just can't. You can't not take a gift like that. That's fine. And then we're gonna get our level up. We're gonna look at the first two skills. Range attack is where it's at. So we're gonna get the range attack +1 during the day, +2 during night. The name of that skill is Night Sharpshooting. Hell yeah. We're gonna add one of Bravelar's skills. It is Shapeshifter. And then we're going to grab the Firebolt. That goes there. This comes down. This comes over. We draw to my hand limit, which is 5. +1 goes to planning. And indeed, here we are. Block. A 3 fame is probably worth the 5 movement to get in there. Plus, I get the reputation back. So I can go there, kill him, go here, and then start exploring up for future rounds. Again, I want to race up there as quickly as possible. All right, that is my turn. What is going on? Sagitt, don't take it personal. Don't take it personal. It is generally followed by taking things personal. Just saying. Wait, are you getting the new expansion? For Uprising or for Mage Knight? Yes to both. I was gonna get a review copy of the new expansion. Grogan reached out to me, but I stopped streaming for like a year, so I didn't even follow up. I was like, I'll just buy it. And then Uprising, I don't know what they're planning to send me, what I'm buying. But either way, I will end up having it. The is wanted to make sure you picked up all what? They wanted to make sure you picked up on all issues. Talk about Wizkids. Jeremy, pull the cards. That flies over the lake. Easy. Madi, you have 4 movement. You can move to village instead. It is 2 move to monastery either way. But village gives you more options. That's smart. Yeah, I could have pillaged the village. That's smart. Yeah, so Madi's saying instead of spending the 4 and going here, I should have probably gone there. And then I would have been able to reveal that. Which actually I am going to do that because that makes more sense. So we have a sorcerer, so I know what's there later. And then I spent the 2 to go there, right? Because it's the same amount of movement. So I could have pillaged that village too. I chose not to because I knew I was about to take the 3 hit. And I had planning, so I had a big enough hand anyway. I kind of like the cards in my hand to kill, to both recruit. Now, if I was here and I pulled my hand and realized, oh, I don't have 7 influence to get the monks, then I probably would have pillaged. So Madi with the astute observation there. Sagitt says Tovak angry, Tovak smash. Nelby, I don't rename the other card hamstring if you take it. You were gonna if I took if I took Horn of Wrath, I'd be hamstringing myself. That's funny. The hamstring just gave me like jolted me memories of that epic fail playthrough of Hopamakas I did last week or 2 weeks ago, whatever the hell that was. Anyway, all right, so that was my 3rd turn. Tovak's 4th turn. Hey, he's gonna move. So he gets a white. He's gonna re-roll this white die. Boop. It's now a gold. Thank you, Tovey. And then he moves here. My turn. Idaho. All right, we're going to move 4, 5. Trying to see if I can get this red crystal. I don't think I'm going to be able to. I can block here. I can also attack. Oh, that will work. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to block 3. It's ice block 3, but it's still efficient against a physical attack. So the Orc Warbeast is blocked. Then we're going to attack 3. And then when I play this, discard any amount of cards in your hand. You get range attack 2 for each card. Fan +1 for each enemy you defeat in the current phase of combat. I'm not planning to use any more attack this round. All my cards are pretty much out. So we're gonna Plague Blow Starzarn in the melee phase. I'm gonna play Rage. That's gonna be range attack 2 in the melee phase. It's just attack 2. It is what it is, but I want to get the extra fame. So I have again it blocked with Cold Toughness, and now I need 5 attack. I'm gonna get 3 from there, 2 from Boa Starzarn with the Rage. Essentially, it's not even a rage. It's just a piece of paper. It's a card, so it gives me +2 because of the Boa Starzarn. What's on there is actually irrelevant, and that's going to be 5 damage that kills him. That's 3 fame plus 1 fame. Again, I'm just chasing fame right now, and then Firebolt I'm going to play to get another red crystal, and I get a +1 reputation as well. And a level up, which gives me another one of these, which means my armor is now 3. My card draw is still only 5. So, dead, I played all the cards in my hand. The green gets rolled. It is a blue. Yeah, that +1 fame every turn is going to add up. I draw the rest of the cards on my D deck. It is Concentration and a March. I know I'm coming down this way at the end of the game because I want to be there. I do think it'd be a mistake not to start there next turn. But I do want to explore as well. Oh, that's fine. Oh, I also had this. So that would have just been attack. Actually, let me do it this way. Let me do it this way. One, two. Yeah, this is what I moved in with. I forgot about my skill. So this is over here. I don't even need to use the Northern Monks, which is silly. I could just use Boa Starzarn, discard those 2, and then use that. That's range attack 5, and then I'll still use Firebolt. But now I have the Northern Monks available to me, which probably won't matter, but it's another way I could have done that. Yeah, so, alright. Just making sure that I thought through all the angles. So then I have there. Alright, Tovak's 5th turn. I'm probably declaring end of round. I don't know. It's hard to give up a move 6, but I've really only been using 4 of it. And turns are not my friend, and I really have no reason to go there at all. At all. So I'm going to assume I'm going to pick up a move 2 and not worry about. I'm probably just going to pass. Alright, Tovak's 5th turn. It's a red. He looks around to kill somebody. There's no one there. I think I pass. I just can't see. I mean, it's move 4. If I was ending on a mine, that'd be actually interesting. I could end there. I have no wounds, so that's like not a thing. I could start next turn with the black, but that's not going to help anything. I just don't know if that move 4 is worth it. I mean, it technically is a move 6, but I'm planning to stop right the hell there. Night rules apply, so that's going to be 2 range, which is super nice. Yeah, I think I just stop there. Not give him the turn. There's no reason for it. It's tempting. He went through 5 cards. That makes me uncomfortable. He's only got 31 left. And you know by around 28, 29, he's going to be hovering here. So I'm good. I'm just going to stop. I might regret that if I don't pick up any movement cards, especially. But I mean, I have preparation. There are things, the cards I can take to make sure I get exactly what I need next round. So look, I got a strong unit. I did 2 level ups. I got a really strong artifact. I can't really hate how that day played out. So I'm calling end of round. Tovek does not get a turn. These go away. We get 4 new units. It is the Utum Swordsman. We get the Scouts, Sajid's favorite. We get the Utum Guardsman. And we get the other monks, the Red Cape monks. I rolled that. It's a black, a blue, a red, and a green. This goes away. Does not get added to the deck. This flips over. It is, oh, counterattack. Hello. The blocking strategy and the range attack strategy don't always get along. Because, again, you're trying to build your deck in different ways. But it's a thing. I think with Night Sharpshooting and Bow, you could have taken the Dungeon 2, but it is risky. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Nah, that could have been. It's not crazy, but I would have had to keep the bow, move to, yeah, I don't know. It's that play could have blown up real quick. That'd been a lot of wounds. That could have really hindered me for sure. No, but yeah, sorry, I haven't upgraded my basic skill to be able to read what I have typed before hitting send. You and me both, sir. Yogi Bear, that skill is broken and never unlocks on the current engine. That skill is broken and never unlocks on the current engine. I don't know what that means. And Sadness says, get the scouts. Of course you would say that, sir. I think whoever the scouts agent is, they did a really good job in convincing Sajid that the scouts are the greatest unit ever. Oh no! I don't get counterattack because, oh, I do. Never mind. There's no more. I burned that monastery. This goes away. That no longer exists. And if you want me to stop burning monasteries, stop giving me things like the Bow of Starsdawn. Simple. Simple game. Alright, let's go. I'm going to draw my starting hand of 5. Rage. Swiftness. Crystallize. Promise. And Firebolt. Oh, that is a nice that is a nice hand, kids. I'm going to, of course I didn't grab a move card other than Swiftness, which is a little bit less ideal. I think I'd take Preparation. No. Move 2. Could move 2 with these 2. Maybe I don't take Preparation. Long Night's not really your friend. Mana Search seems unnecessary. I could just take From the Dusk, save the cards I want for later. Where the heck? Oh, Planning's out. I like From the Desk. If I move to there, I could get range attack 1,000,000,000. It's 2. Potentially save the concentration. I get range attack 5. straight up with this, and then if I have to, I can crystallize that blue into a white, get range attack 8. That's gonna kill almost all monsters. And the other idea is I go in here. I'm maxed out at range attack 5 though. Still kills a lot of monsters. But if I get like the crypt worm, at least I can block one of the 2 wounds. Yeah, let me save preparation. I think it's just too strong for later, but I'm gonna really need it. So I'm gonna do From the Dusk. Make sure I go first. Really try to control the amount of Volcaire's turns. The other idea is I take preparation. That gives me a physical range attack 5. But I just think this makes a little bit more sense. So I'm going to move 2 with Swiftness. We're going to pull a monster, and I know I have range attack 5. If I need it against most of the monsters I would want to kill, that will be enough. There we go. All right, so we're going to range attack 2 because night rules apply in the dungeon, and then we're going to power Firebolt. We've killed the Minotaur. That's 4 fame. It gets me from 9 up to 13. These cards stay in my hand. Still have a crystallize. I'm going to get rid of these cards. I'm going to re-roll this. It's a green. Get my reward. Roll a random mana die. It's a white. That means I get an artifact. Yellow or black, I would have gotten a spell, which I would not have hated because I am a little worried I'm going to miss out on Fireball. We have the Banner of Glory. Assign this to a unit you control. The assigned unit gets +1 armor and +1 any attacks or blocks it makes. Whenever this unit attacks or blocks, fame +1. And then the Banner of the stronger effect gives that to all units, essentially the Banner of Command. Yes. Yes, get a unit. Get a really, 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 really good unit for absolutely free. Yeah, we'll hold on to that. It'll come in handy later. Good artifacts so far, kids. It's feeling like my day, not gonna lie. All right, this goes here. And now Greg watch the next 2 hours as Greg epically fails. Draw up to my hand limit, which is just 5 still. Woof, that 24 fame cannot go quick enough. It's one of the reasons that Bow Stars on was just absolutely the right choice. Just get those incremental fame bumps. They don't feel like a lot at the time, but you get +1 fame around for a few rounds. You know, you'll be grateful you did at this level. All right, so Volcaire has already pulled off 2 reds. He has 14 wounds left. He has 17 non-wounds. Let's go. It's a blue. Re-rolling the blue die in the source. It's green. We just have greens everywhere. And blue means he moves here. My turn. I have no move. Am I influencing anything soon? Not really. All right, so I have to keep it moving, people. So Banner Command, I don't. What is it? It's influence 4. If I just played it. Yeah, I'm not doing that this turn. There's nowhere I can get influence anyway, and I just don't think the influence is going to matter. So I'm going to use 2 cards sideways to get move 2. We flip this. It is. There's the number. It goes like so. We just get an orc. That's a dragon. God, these classes are really killing me. Sorry. Like, what is that's a weird looking orc. All right, we have the diggers. And then I'm going to play Crystallize. What should I power it with? Green, green, or green? I will use the green. They're really thinking of outside the box today. And we get a green crystal. All right, re-rolling this. So not the most exciting of turns. Hopefully I pull some movement cards because I don't think I've pulled one yet. Because I use Swiftness. Yeah, I haven't pulled a March or a Stamina yet. So definitely a lot of movements left in this deck. Speaking of which, there's a Stamina. There's a Concentration, and there's a mana draw. Volcara's turn. It's a white. There's no white to re-roll. He moves here. My turn. All right. Well, I do want to recruit something. The Utem Guardsman isn't crazy. So if I moved 6, I wouldn't have to block that dude because who cares? I'll just heal. And then I could kind of loop around because I'm kind of my long-term trajectory is I want to end up over here, kill that mage tower, get that fame, end up on that village. So I think coming this way while I have the chance makes some sense. So we're going to play the concentration. We're going to power. Plus, I don't have a blue, so I think making sure I get max movement points right now because again I need to reveal a core tile. Tovak's coming on me a little bit quick, so if I can go around here, kind of reveal one of those 2 core tiles and kind of head back will be good. So there's a move 6. I'm going to move 3, move 6. My movement immediately stops because I provoked an attack. I'm going to take the wound. Don't worry, it will be okay. And then I'm going to play... I think I need to use the Northern Monks while I have it. Have them available, and I know I can use them because I don't see anyone else to attack right now, so I'm going to use the Northern Monks for attack 3. That kills this guy. That's +1 reputation. And +2 fame. Gets me up to 15. It's a level up. Great. I'm going to look at my next... Well, these are out. Oh, end of my turn, I'm going to heal a wound. I would start next turn because I'm on a Magical Glade. I start next turn with a black. I'm going to re-roll this green. It's white. These go away. Get my next level up. I don't want Shapeshifter. Just don't love it. Oh, hello. Yeah, that +1 movement every turn is pretty sick. Oh, that's interesting. Again, I didn't need to use the Northern Monks. I could use a card sideways because I have Sharpshooter. So if I take the wound, I hate Cold Toughness so much. I'm going to save the Northern Monks. I'll use Cold Toughness sideways for 1 with that. So I start getting through my deck a little bit more efficiently. So I can save the Northern Monks. Sharpshooters are so strong. I want to make sure I'm using it. And again, having lots of cards on my deck right now isn't great because it's making me go a little bit slower this turn than I probably should. So I got my skill. We're going to add a Bravelar skill. That could be helpful. Some mana. So Bravelar's skills up there. Well, one's Shapeshifter. The other one is Thunderstorm. Or if I'm going to take... Actually, let me save Cold Toughness just in case. I'll use Rage because I know with a level up, I can just take Counterattack. Which is just like another Rage. And the more attack we can get, the better. Chilling Stare is also super tempting, but I just kind of like that. All right. So how many turns have I gone this round? I feel like it's been a lot. He took 5 last round. I'm first, so this is that was my 3rd turn this round, which makes sense because I went here, killed the thing. one here killed the thing. Right, explored, got a crystal, moved here, killed the thing. Great. That was my third turn. I draw out to my hand limit, which is still just 5. There's Tranquility, and there's a Rage. Volcara's turn. Oh no, it is a blue spell. Volcara's moving with quickness. Alright, he's gonna go bam. Huh. At some point, he's gonna go the other direction. But I guess that point is not now. We haven't had a spell. He's moved on 4 of the last 5 cards. We haven't had a wound in 5 cards. So hopefully we get some wounds. My turn. We are going to. I have no movement. You gotta be kidding me. I have no movement. If you were movement, where would you be? I guess I have this. That's a movement. That's a movement. I think I'm gonna have to pillage. I have no influence either, which is not great. That would have been an argument for Chilling Stare. Definitely been an argument for Chilling Stare. I can draw 2 cards. I can draw 1 card with Tranquility. I can use 2 dice from the source with that, because I have mana draws, so that's helpful. Alright, we're going to play Tranquility to draw 2 cards, because I don't need it to heal. So I'm drawing 1, give me some influence. Nope, that's a Swiftness, give me some influence. Nope, it's the Bow of Starsdawn. I'm going to get a movement. From that, I'm going to play Cold Toughness sideways. I'm going to do it anyway. I'm going to play the Swiftness to explore here. It's a keep. That goes there. Nothing in my face. I was hoping to be able to murder something. We have a maze, a village. All right, this is fine. So if I just quickly try to cut around in front of Volcare, that mine could be helpful. This goes face down. A keep strategy is not great right now. But I do have some influence cards. I still have Threaten in my deck, and I still have Instinct. So I have some influence cards. I just need to pull them, get another unit, and then we can hopefully work our way out of here. Problem is just not really getting a lot of good fame opportunities to kill something. Going there is not crazy too, because I would like that spell before it goes away. So we'll see what direction Volcare goes in, and that would be what, 8 movement to get there, plus another 4 when I'm there. Ugh. Okay. Roll that. It's green. These go away. Draw to my hand limit, which is still 5. I did not get an influence card. I'm pillaging the village. 2 more. That's not an influence card. That's an influence card. Thank you very much. All right. Good times. Volcare's turn. Red spell. He looks around to see if he can murder anybody. He can't. He rerolls the red die. It's black. You jerk. Took my influence card. All right. We're going to play. I have so much attack right now. We have to use this, unfortunately. So that's influence 4. I want all the movement I can get. That's influence 5. And I need 6 because I'm -1. So, there's a green on the source. There was not a blue. So that's influence 6. And that's fine. That's going to get me the Utum Guardsman. Man, I'm tempted to get the scouts now. You may move. Nah, Utham Guardsman. Scouts are actually an attractive option right now. That move too. But I think that will work. I'm gonna pillage to draw the rest of my cards. Man, yeah, I'm definitely not getting that fireball, and I'm just wasting my units. Ah, it's so bad. If I reveal here, there's a chance I get a chance to kill something over there. Not great. Alright. I draw one more card. I mean, if I'm really smart, I know what this is. But that's a big if, kids. Alright, one. It's not red, it's not blue. It might be a March. That's a March, which I want. It is a March, which I want. Are you a March? It is. So I pillage the village, got a March. Because I just want to take one more turn. Volcara's turn. It's green. Hey! Oh, man. Just losing all the mana I want. He rerolls this. He moves this way. It's green again. Thank you. Thank you very much. All right, my turn. Let's finish this strong and hopefully kill something. Ooh, I could get move 8. Man, I really want there to be an enemy right there. Have we pulled a red spell? We did. We still haven't pulled a wound in forever. Alright, we're gonna power mana draw with the white. We're gonna turn this black into a green. We're gonna get 2 green mana, which I'm gonna use on both of these marches. And that's move 8. Wait. The other move 8 gets me there. Yeah, it's not gonna happen. I was thinking if I can get move 4 more, it's worth it to try to get the fireball, but it's not gonna happen. Burning Shield is also pretty good. Their range attack is freaking everything for me. The other thing, since I know I want to get there, and I knew I had 2 marches, if I don't take a plus, what were the cards sideways I used? I'd have 1 more card because I could have pillaged. Let me get the scouts. I'm retroing. I know I'm doing a lot of crazy stuff. So I only spent influence 5, so I would have had 1 more card. Influence 4. I could have saved that stamina for sure. So I have the scouts. I could have saved the stamina by taking the scouts because that fireball is more, especially with bow stars, and that fireball is more important to me than the Utham Guardsman. So if I'm here, I have move 8. While I'm there, move 1, 2. So it's overkill because now I have 4. And then I do a random monster enemy to get a spell. And I would have had all 7 cards in my hand because I pillaged twice. So just a much more efficient use of my turn. And I knew what was left in my deck, so I had all that information. So this isn't like, oh, I got more information, then I changed my mind. It's like I just rethought it, and just how strong that card is for me just makes more sense to do it this way. So I take the scouts, which I can't recruit at the village. I use the move 8. Plus getting an opportunity to kill something with the bow of stars on makes sense. I don't think there's any reason why I wouldn't use. I'm trying to think if I use the green on March. So that's 4, 6, 8 that way. And then I have mana draw. But then I'm going to still need to move 4. So it's just, there's no real great way to do this. It's because the mana sucks for me anyway. It's like there was blacks and greens left. So I actually didn't even need that skill, but whatever. I'm in here. I'm going to pull a random monster anyway. Enemy, I spent the 4 movement between the scouts and the stamina, which again, the stamina was still in my hand because I used 1 less card sideways because the scouts were only cost me 5, 4 plus the -1 as opposed to the 6 for the Utham Guardsman. The monster is the Crypt Worm. Ha. Ha ha. Ha ha ha. Definitely taking some wounds. Which is fine. I could take 1 unit with me. Obviously, I was taking the Northern Monks. One unit with me. All right, so he's coming in with 6 damage. I'm just going to take the 2 wounds so I cannot block that and still get the fame I want to get. But again, I have no wounds, and that's what Tranquility is for. I'm now going to need 6 points of attack. I have 2. And then I'm going to use the Bow of Stars Dawn to get 4 more. So again, it's just regular attack in the range phase. In this phase, I killed this enemy. So I get 5 fame plus 1 for 6 fame. That gets me to 21. Not a level up, but getting me close. And then I'm going to take a spell because I spent the 4 points of movement. So that got me to this room. And then I will grab Fireball. Huzzah. That's done. You're out. So 2 wounds stay in my hand. The rest of these are out. I used them all, and the Northern Monks were never used. Not once. Declaring end of round next turn, so I'll just put this all here. So 3 wounds, give me a Fireball, thank you very much. I do think Fireball with this specific round setup is actually better for me than Tremor, as much as I love me some Tremor. But elemental attack, especially when I can double it, is really, 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 really strong. Depending on obviously what enemies I'm up against. In day, this is going to flip over, so I can just reveal it now, and hopefully Volcare continues to move this way a little bit. The fact that he hasn't pulled any wounds yet is crazy. So Volcare gets 1 more turn though. It's a blue. He goes here. The green would not have been re-rolled. This would have been re-rolled. There was no blue in the source, so it is what it is. But this dude is just pulling cards. He has 1, 2, 3, 4. He has 2 spells left in his deck. He has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9 regular cards, and then he has literally 14 wounds, which is bananas. 14 wounds, sir. All right, once I get to 24 and I'm getting 6 cards, if it's the second day, it'd be 3 wounds if I went here and he attacked me, so I definitely don't want that to happen. I have the 2 movement around from that now, which is super nice. Or 2 movement a turn during the day. So very, very good skills. Sad and happy I took the scouts. What? What forest? What's going on? In the recent game I played Maximum Effect into the Heat, 7 seats with the scouts. You want a banner or a banner. That's a lot of movement. It is night. Forest is 5 movement. What forest? There's no forest, Marty. Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about. Sorry. The sands is 3 movement. The desert's 3 movement, and that's a wastelands, which is 4. Yeah, I don't know what we're talking about. Marty, help! I'm lost. I'm lost and confused. Yeah, northern monks were never used. Right, these are thoroughly shuffled. These go away. Gonna have elite units by the second night, which makes me happy, especially with the banner of command. Oh, so thugs, magic familiars, the other monks. All the monks coming out to play today. Moving out of the dungeon to the magical glade, but there is no way to correct it now. Never mind. Oh, no. Oh, shoot. I see. Right. I moved 6 from here to there. Yeah. That. Yeah, it should have been 10 movement. Yeah, essentially, I could have used the northern monks to block that dude. I literally never used them, so like the wound's not the problem, but the problem was it definitely cheesed 5 movement in a way that's just impossible. Yeah, that's not a thing. Yeah, I don't. I think you're right. I don't think I can fix that. I don't think I can fix that. Huh. That's a. Why did I? How did I do that? That's weird. That's a weird mistake, Greg. I had this, but because again, my hand had like no movement for a while. Yeah, I'm trying to think if there's anything, any kind of fair way to refigure that. Yes, I would have blocked him. There's nothing else. There's no reason I wanted to block them at that point. But the 7 movement there would have been a big problem. Well, it would actually have been, it would have been closer to. It would have been 6 movement here. At minimum, it would have taken me another turn. I probably wouldn't have the cards to use the bow the way I did. So it's a close approximation, I think. So I'm going to take one less flame because I didn't use the bow. I wouldn't have had the cards in my hand to actually use the bow the way I did. And I'll just give Volcare another turn off the deck. There was plenty of green, so he's just there. I think that's the only... Assuming it took me another turn to get around there, I had this. So instead of going from there to there, I could have done something like moving from there to there, and then on the next turn, there to there. Which I think would have been reasonable to do. So if I give one more turn for Volcare, and then and I take one less fame because I wouldn't have had the cards left in my head to do the bow of stars on 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that means he had 7 turns last round, that's a lot. So I think that makes some sense. So best I could do to kind of balance it. Might still be a little bit to my advantage, but I think it's close enough. All right. Booyah. Red, blue, black. We're going to draw on my hand limit, which is 5. Three, 4, 5. It's a wound. Of course it is. I'm going to take not great start. No damage abilities. Gonna level off. He only has 3. Oh, that actually affects me a lot. If I had that extra fame and I do the 3 damage, I get the 3 fame from him, I'd actually have another token that I could use to buy someone. Recruit like the Northern Monks, or recruit the thugs or something. But now with the 1 less fame, that actually hurts. It hurts my soul. All right, let me rethink. We're gonna roll for Volcare because it's definitely not the cards I need. He takes Great Start, so Great Start stays. Rethink goes away. When you take this card, discard 3 cards in your hand, including wounds. Draw that many cards, and then shuffle the card you discard back into your D deck. So I'm going to discard these 3. Draw 3 cards. The Banner of Command. Interesting. Rage. And Bow of Stars done. Well, hello. I hope there is no copyright on that one. Yeah, my legal team will contact you, man. All right, so 2 movement during the day, 1 movement during the night. Yeah, giving him 7 turns last round. It was rough. Yeah, that's so crazy, man. My brain, I'm getting old, man. Just forget stupid stuff. Okay. All right. Move. Well, I have this move too, which I can use to explore. Please be something in my face. Nope. Just a dragon. Not exactly in my face, but I might want to kill it anyway. There's some kindling. So this comes here. I'll put that. There's a bug in my table, which is awesome. Steady tempo. What's the dragon? Because I might actually kill it. Because it's a lot of fame. It's a nice reputation boost. He's not bad. He's not so bad. Ice block. Yeah, because that way then I'll definitely be able to recruit something there. I'm not taking the city. I mean, it's a level 4. If we're gonna be super thorough, it's, well, let me do this. That's move 2. Here's move. Oh, I could recruit to the banner command, but that seems like an insane idea. This goes in here, so then the blue city, that's green, Greg. Killing it, kids. It's a heroes. I've literally never even considered sieging a city in Volcari's Quest before, and I'm kind of thinking about it right now. The magic familiars. And the Amotep gunners. That's a lot of extra attack. Alright, well, we're pot committed now. Definitely killing that lava dragon for sure. So there is a blue in the source, which is good. Triggered by hand limit, which is 5. Ugh, that's a bad time for that. And a really bad time for that. Ice block. Ice block 4. Where's cold toughness when you need it? Oh, I could do that. Go in, kill him, then kill the lava dragon. He's trying to kill the lava dragon. But if I go in, let's be smart. Be smart. Be smart. Be smart. Be smart. Nope. Hold on. If I go in and kill the lava dragon next, that actually could work. Because then I'll have the reputation up, and then I could just recruit while I'm there. So there was no need to move there. The only thing is these wouldn't have been revealed. So I'm not that worried about. Can I kill him? Check 1, 6. Block. Man. 4. 7. Oh, I can do it. If I do with the both stars on, that actually gives me what I need. I just take the 1 wound. Alright, rethought it. So I spent the 2 to explore. If I spend 2 more to go in, I take the 1 wound from the Utham swordsman. Because I don't have 3 block. I know I'm going to want the ice block to get the lava dragon, which I definitely do. want to do at some point. So I take the 1 wound, and then I just need 7 attack now. So I can do rage power with a red, so that's attack 4. This is attack 5, and then I could use a Bow of Stars Dawn with this because I want the 4 fame, because I'm probably going to want to recruit something. And the banner of command gives me 4 influence. That's pretty strong. And now the thugs are also a minus, so there's some. The thugs are the only ones I can recruit. Awesome. So I got the 7 attack I needed with the Bow of Stars on. That gives me a total of 4 fame, so that's the level up I really wanted. So that gives me this. So that means I draw up to not only 5 cards plus the 1 for the keep. I actually draw to 6 cards plus the 1 because of that level up, so that's pretty clutch. And we did that. Did I take the minus for sieging a fortified site? I don't think I did. So I got back here, I pillaged the village twice, so yeah, I'm at -2 now. That all makes sense. I re-roll this. Yeah, I didn't even realize I had the bow. It just didn't hit me that I had the bow in my hand too, so I can get that 4 fame. The more units I can get, obviously the better it is for me. The easier it is for me to kill that lava dragon. So going in there was just an absolute waste of effort. So let me put these tokens back. I'm never sieging the city. It's just not a thing. Mage Tower. I'm a little rusty. Oh god. Boof. Done. Drew to my hand, which is now 7. So there's a 2nd wound. We knew what those 2 cards were. 1, 2. Oh, what a great time for a tranquility. Oh, wow. 3 wounds. How awesome. Volkaire's turn. Alright, that was my first turn. Volkaire's first turn in 2nd day is a wound. Look at that. He actually gets a wound. Oh, if he rolls a white right now, I'm going to be so sad. It's a black. Cool. My turn. I'm spending the green from my... I have to from my source to get tranquility and healing too. So I spend the green crystal on my source. I definitely am super short on crystals. And then I have to get the thugs. They cost 5. My reputation actually becomes +2 instead of -2, so I can use the banner of command to do that. I don't really want the threaten, so I'm going to discard this at the end of my turn. So banner of command, influence 4, gets me the thugs. And I'm also going to use the move 2 on my turn to explore. Oh, it's another city. And another dragon. Wow. Isn't that awesome? So we got both cities up here. And another keep, which could be interesting. This dragon is the storm dragon. We get a keep, which is face down. I don't hate that over there. Just depends how long it's going to take for Volky to clear out of my way. That is face down. And these are there. So blue city, white city. This goes away. Clean up my play area. These all go to my discard pile. Drawing to my hand limit, which is 7 again. Or 5 + 1 + 1. So cold toughness, this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So he's got elusive, so he's 14 to kill in the range phase. I mean, the crazy thing is I can get 7 range attack right off the bat. It's just not going to be enough. So I think killing him is going to make more sense. It's Volkaire's 2nd turn. It's another wound. There's going to be a series of wounds, I'm sure, because he just hasn't pulled any. I rolled a green. The yellow unit hangs tough. My turn. I do have a blue. Ooh, I have this too. Oh, look at that. So cold toughness actually comes in handy. So it's ice block 5 plus 1, blah, 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 blah. He doesn't have arcane immunity, so it still works. So ice block 5. So I don't even need the northern monks. I don't have fire block. And now I need 8 attack in the melee phase. I mean, I'm tempted to kill that guy too. Wolf. My 8 attack, I will get attack. I'm wondering if I can block the other guy too. Man, he's got swiftness, so it's actually 16 physical blocks. So I really just need the 14 attack. Cause can I get 22 attack with my current hand? This would be 6, 7, 8. No, I can't get 22 attack. It's close though. 6, 7. Yeah, just let me do it with the cards in my hand. So we have, I'm going to spend, oh, I don't have a white. I do not have a white. Woof. Super crystal shy here. So I'm going to spend the mana draw to be able to use a second die. That's attack 4. That's attack 5. And that's attack 8 to kill him. This +2 reputation, +8 fame. I go from 24 to 32. That one's out. This comes back. Reroll both of these. It's a blue and a black. I have no crystals. It's be 5 movement to get in there. That's not great. 14 attacks going to be real hard too. So I'm probably coming back down here. But Volky's definitely in my way, and he might not be moving there anywhere for a while. So promise, march, and counterattack. Oh, that's interesting. If I get the 16 block, which is just no way I can, then I could kill him with counterattack alone. Of course, I didn't roll a white either. So those swiftnesses are not being that much help. The other problem I have right now is it's not like I can move an alternate path because that's just 2 lakes right there. It does kind of bring up the idea of actually going through the Blue City, because I don't think Voltaire is getting in my way anytime soon. Voltaire, it's a red. He looks around one space to try to attack. He can't. There's no red for him to re-roll. Yikes. I still have a lot of cards in my D deck too. If I take the 2 wounds from him, 4, the scouts can reveal at 2. They can't move at 2. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Oh my god. I don't think I have another choice. Alright, we're going after the Storm Dragon. He gives me 2 wounds. He's doing 4 damage. I don't want to assign him to the Northern Monk, so I'm back to 3 wounds in my deck. I get 1 attack from my skill. I'm getting 4 attack from counterattack using the... I have no crystals either, so that's bad. So that's 5 attack, 6 attack because of the scouts, 7, 8, 9, minus from reputation because I'm using the thugs, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I have no whites, so that is what it is. Otherwise, I'm just getting stuck here and doing nothing. So that's 14 attack. Use all 5 of those cards sideways. That kills him. That's +2 reputation, so back to 0 even after losing reputation because of the thugs. And 7 fame gets me to 72, 32 to 39. It's like 72, it's just a whole lot less. That will give me a level up, which is clutch. And boy, do I need an unbelievable amount of crystals ASAP. Did I not cycle? Did not cycle the cards. That definitely should be gone, and Tremor definitely should be gone too. Blood Ritual will get me crystals. Demolish. Alright, getting another skill. Get motivation. Bravelar. I mean, tempted to get Bravelar skill, but diplomacy is hard. This mana skill is great, but diplomacy is just not what I need right now. Now oh, it's another freaking lake. Ah! It didn't even dawn on me that it's just another lake there anyway. You've got to be kidding me. So I'm just waiting for Tovak to move. He only has 1 more red card, so I can start getting adjacent to him pretty aggressively if he pulls it. Let me take Blood Ritual. That comes down. Alright, Tovak's turn. Yeah, I killed, I recruited, I killed. Red, that's the last red. Perfect. There's no red on the source for him to roll. Oh, I drew it on my hand limit, which is 7. Well, I'll get some crystals. Alright. I'm going to rest. Probably don't use this one yet. So I'm going to get a red crystal with Firebolt. Oh, it could be my last turn. Oh, that's even kind of makes some sense. With all the wounds, I only have 2 cards left, so I will use Motivation to get these last 2 cards. Range Fire, Attack 5. That could have been helpful. And I get a blue because I'm playing a solo game. I had least reputation. So I get a red crystal. I'm using Crystallize. I'll power it with a blue to take another. I'll take a blue. Why not? And then the rest of this doesn't really matter. Am I really spending 2? Well, he can't attack me again. So I might as well just move into this. Ooh, can I move 7 to get here? And he's either moving this way or that way, so he will not run into me. I'm just going to go taunt him, because that's like always a good idea. So that's move 2, move 4, move 7. I'm here. End of my turn, I will take a white crystal. So I got 3 crystals in 1 turn, and think that was worth it. Hopefully he just moves, and then I could just cut behind him starting next round. So that's done. So the fact that all the reds came out, that's the only reason why I would ever risk that. His turn, it's a wound, he rolls a die, it's a white, that's yellow, so we're good, and I'm going to declare end of round. So I have 3 wounds in my deck, got 3 crystals right at the end there. I have 3 units, 48 would give me a level up. Still want to work my way down here. This is going to go away. This comes out. It's force of nature. This goes away. Ooh, expose is nice. It's chill. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So he had 5 turns that round. That will do. All right. So 3 wounds. Not terrible. I kind of want him to go first because I want to actually go where he is. So, you know. Yeah, that was a good rethinking. That made sense. Just getting trapped there was like not going to help. And like, again, my biggest question, the only reason I went there to begin with was like, oh wait, I can't recruit a unit because I'm not gonna have enough fame. But I was like, wait, I could actually siege that, get the extra card draw, then kill the dragon, and then I would have enough fame to recruit because my reputation would also be better. So I just really wasn't thinking that through exactly correctly. So yeah, I mean, it was like officially. I mean, I was here, lost a reputation for siege and fortified site, lost a reputation for using the thugs, and then they got 4 reputation back for killing those 2 dragons, and that's just a ton of fame. It puts me in a really nice spot. You know, if I can get to 48 before I fight Volcare, that's great. 4 armor instead of 3 does make the math for not getting knocked out a lot better. That is for sure. So I think right now I essentially want to make my way during this night. If I can end this night on that Mage Tower, that would be a really, really, really good round for me. All right. We have a core tile on the board. So we get Elite is the Amhotep Gunners. A regular is the Illusionists. An Elite is the Ice Mages. Regular, those are there and there. I don't know if I put the white above the red, or white above the gold, or the gold above the white, but whatever, who cares? It's all random. Black, black, blue, blue. That is 50% basic, so that counts, unfortunately. I am not next to my keep, so my card draw will only be the 6 plus the 1. My card draw will only be the 6 without the +1. So mana draw, promise, stamina, blood ritual, fireball, and un wundo. I don't think sparing power is going to be much use at the end of the game, so I'm going to use it now. Help me kind of truncate this round a little bit. So it doesn't matter what Volcare pulls, he will be going first. Ah, shoot. This goes away because we have this monastery here. So it is now explosive bolt is force of nature is here, and explosive bolt is here. All right. Volcare, please move or not. Just you can stay right there. Be whatever, as long as you're comfy. That's all we care about. It is blue. It doesn't do anything. Well, I might as well get some crystals. So I'm going to take a wound, get a red crystal, mana token of my choice. I'm actually resting, so it just doesn't matter. And I believe the order of operation is I can do this special effect first and then rest, which would get the wound out of my hand. I don't need an influence card right now, so I'm gonna play Blood Ritual, get a red crystal, and then I'm gonna rest and get Promise and these two. Oh wait, I also have to spare power, and then these just come here. So I have 2 wounds left in my deck and now 2 in my discard pile, which could become relevant if I end up on a magical glade. End of my turn, I draw 3 more cards. Oh, and I also end my turn there, which gives me another crystal. I'll take a white on that Deep Mine. I'll take a concentration, a stamina, and a threaten. Volcaire's second turn. So his second turn this round. It's a wound. He's just never gonna move. He rolls a gold. That scares off the illusionist. He's like, too much. I've heard too much. It's time to go. Man, a good movement card right now that'll let me move over lakes would be so freaking awesome. But unfortunately, it's not happening. So I'm sparing power. And I'm just going to discard this 1 card. I have no wounds to discard. I draw 1 card. Instinct. Volcaire. Oh. 5, 6, 7, 8. He's through half the wounds in his deck. And it just, I'm totally hamstrung. Volcaire rolls. It's a green. Oh, you know what I should have done last turn? Actually, I would have played the stamina to explore this. No, I could have used this and this. There's no reason I wanted to explore. Because then I can potentially go in front of him. Never mind, not with this tile. Wolf. So I explored last turn. He's on the, well, yeah, I can't. Oh my god, I can't go in front of him because there's a freaking mountain in my face. Wow. I'm doomed. All right, it would have put another card here. I mean, I don't hate the extra kindling, but woof, that's also just a rough tile in general. You got the maze, swamps up there. You have an orc. Alright, my third turn, because he just did wound, wound, wound. Sparing power. This is not gonna end well. I'm actually gonna drop the concentration. Let me think about this. Because these, as we've learned, that's 10 movement at night. 2, 4, 9. Gets rid of a wound, but then I need to spend. It's such a bad tile. But he could have 6 more wounds in a row. So I don't think I can keep staying here. I'm going to play concentration to get a red mana, a white mana. I'm going to use the white to power mana draw. I'm going to turn this black into a blue. I'm going to power both these staminas. Or, no, this is better. I'll just use mana draw to be able to use 2. Which lets me use both of these because I want to get hopefully different colored dice in there. Because I'm going to need a red at minimum for fireball. So that's move 8. Here's move 9. So I'm going to spend the right amount of movement to get into the forest at night this time. When there, I can trash a wound from my discard pile, and it lets me save concentration. So that was my move 9. Exactly how I thought this round was going to go. And I used mana draw as well. I roll those 2. Oh, I rolled 2 golds. You've got to be kidding me. That source is horrible. That's really bad. Alright, Volcara's 4th turn. He's going to move now just to spite my ass. Of course he does. I draw out to my hand limit. He moves there. He rerolls a white. There are no whites. I get 3 more cards. 2. That is horrible. Alright. I'm going to get a red from here. Power Instinct for move 4. Move 5 with this. Move 7 with this. Gets me here. Sparing power on my 4th turn. Alright, that goes back. This goes away. Yeah, this deck is coming out really weird for Volcare. I draw 3 more cards. Crystallize, which I can't even use. Banner Command, which I can't use well until I get to 48. That's definitely a reason to do that. And of course, I still haven't seen my Tranquility, but it doesn't matter because I don't have a green. But I can get a green with Crystallize, so that's fine. Volcare's 5th turn. It's a blue. He goes here. Nothing to re-roll. The fact that he's just taunting me now. I spare power. I'm gonna move 1. I'm gonna use Banner Command sideways, so I'm not using it for anything else. So that's move 2. And I would have actually used this before my turn, so I get 2 more cards. There's a Bow of Stars on. Move 2. I get a blue mana token. I'm going to use on Crystallize. I'm going to get a green crystal because I'm going to want to heal 2 with my Tranquility. And then I'm going to use Swiftness for move 2. Will I draw my last 2 cards? I want to make sure I do that. So I move 2 more with Swiftness. That's used. And at the end of my turn, I will just drop the rage to make sure I see my tranquility. All right. Yeah, that's right. Volcaire's 6th turn. I drew my last 2 cards. Wait, did I use my tranquil? Oh, it's in my sparing power. That makes sense. That makes sense. This should be a 2. These all go away. This comes out. 5, 8 fame. If I get the Bow of Stars on bump, I'll get exactly the 9 fame I need to get the 48, which is going to be big. The 6th turn for Volcaire. It is a double green. Bam, bam. Hello. In my face. My turn. I'm going to undo sparing power. Get all these cards. That goes away. So I can just take everything off of here. And give myself a staging area. Those will go with that monastery. These can go away. You don't reveal Volcaire's army until you actually attack it. I still have 1 wound on my discard pile, but this will let me go into the next round with only 1 wound. So, both my units. It's going to be 5 move to get into there. I have this skill, so it's going to be, the name of the skill is double time. So double time lets me get only, it's going to be 4 move to get in there. I'm going to use my green crystal to power tranquility. So lets me heal 2. I have 2 moves. 2 move 2s. That's going to get me into the, with double time, gets me into the Mage Tower. That's going to give me -1 reputation. So I'm going to definitely kill the sorcerer. The question is, am I adding the tracker? I think it's a tracker. I think you're a tracker. All right. So remember, if it wasn't for Madi reminding me in round 1 that I could have gone there, I would have not known that was a sorcerer. I probably would have gone it anyway, but it is what it is. So how do we want to do this? I could get the Siege Fire attack 8, but that's going to give me a wound. I'm not sure I need it. Cold Toughness's effect does not work against that dude, because that makes sense. Block, block. I can get, oh yeah, that's all I need. Great. So I'm going to do block 3, block 6. I am going to bring the orc in. He's not fortified, but it doesn't matter. But I can group them for the purposes of attack later. So I blocked the sorcerer. Then I'm going to use cold toughness for just the base ice block 3. This is block 6. Then I'm going to play firebolt to get a red crystal. And then I'm going to power counterattack for attack 4 plus attack 3 for every enemy I blocked. I blocked 2. Elusive, because I blocked him, it's only 3 armor instead of 6. I also have this. Oh. And block 3. I got this for a crystal. I can throw in the Bow of Stars Dawn and get range attack, which I don't really need. This way, I don't even need to use the red crystal. This is great. This is attack 2 plus attack 4 because I blocked 2 enemies, so that's attack 6. And let's review how I block them. I use this and this to block the thugs. I use this and this to block this guy. And now I just need really a total of 9 attacks. So I'm going to use Above the Stars on discard Fireball. So that's attack 2. This is attack 4. That's attack 6. I used Fireball to get me a rid of Crystal anyway. So I've killed both of them. And I get +1 fame for each enemy I defeat in the current phase of combat. I defeated 2 in the melee phase. So I get 8 fame plus 2. I get 10 fame, which gets me to 40. I think I was I 39 or 38? I don't know. Because I'm not leveling up for a while anyway. But if I was at 38, I really needed every bit of that. I thought I was at 39, but then I looked over, it looked weird. I killed a rampaging orc or marauding orc, so I get +1 reputation back, and we get a level up, which is big. That will make the Banner of Command super useful next turn, and now we have that. I could actually use a Banner of Command. I was at 39, says Marty, thank you. So I'm actually at 49 now. So that worked out really well considering how jammed up I was early. But getting up to that level, I still have the scouts too, which gives me attack 1 if I needed it. But I'm pretty happy with how that turn came around, and sparing power again, super strong. And now I'm going in with 6 crystals too, and only 1 wound in my deck. So that's a lot of stuff. Oh, and I get I forgot about the reward. I get a thing. I will take Expose because it's awesome. I will get Expose. Great. Volcare has 1 more turn. It's a wound. He's gonna roll. Do I lose you? No, I do not. So he had 1. I think we had 23 cards here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Ooh, 24 cards here. So he had 7 turns this round, which actually makes sense because he had 5, which let me charge sparing power. Yeah, he has 7 turns. Wolf. So he had 5, 7, 5, 7. But yeah, I spared power for 5 turns. And then I undid sparing power, and he went first. So here we are. He still has 1. Oh man, he's only at 12 cards left. When he gets within 3, if I was like goaltending, I would have lost. I would have been taken off the map, which is still a very strange rule to me. But what do I know? I guess it matters more in co-op if you just have 1 person just waiting there. But like they would be super weak if all they was doing was waiting there. So I don't know why you would take that strategy away. But whatever. If you can make that strategy work with a starter deck, good luck. Alright, here we go. Gold. It is the Fire Mages. It is the Foresters. It is the Heroes. It is the Peasants. These guys come back. I could use a Banner Command. If I get it quick enough, I could use the Banner Command to just recruit the Fire Mages and have myself like a 5th unit. The problem is there's only 1 unit I could recruit there. Now I could come here too, and so I could recruit someone in the Mage Tower, and then recruit someone in the village. The fact that I have 6 crystals right now is just freaking awesome, considering how bad that source was last round. That was a green, red, gold. I draw on my hand limit, which is just 6. Counterattack, instinct, Crystallize, mana, draw. Banner command. Oh, man. I don't hate it. He's only 9, and my reputation's at a 0. Get the heroes at the village too. Oh, wound, of course. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. He has 7 more wounds in his 12 cards. He has the white spell. He has so 12. He should have 4 more regular cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, he has 4 more regular cards. They all will cause movement. The heroes and that influence thing is always annoying. So if we're attacked, but if he runs into us, the heroes aren't going to care. But if we run into him, the heroes will. I'm never going here. I'm going to remove all of these. Did I move these? I didn't do any of this, I don't think. These go away along with these 2. So 1, agility, adrenaline, and chivalry. Demolish goes away. And space bending comes out. Yeah. I don't think Great Start makes the most sense. 4, 8. Guess what I'm really trying to figure out. Am I trying to get 2 units here or just 1? And if I get 2, am I getting the heroes? They don't have range attack, so I'm kind of like, meh. But that block is super nice. Yeah, I definitely want the fire mages. That fire. Hopefully there's not a lot of fire resistance among Volcair's Legion here. Alright, we're gonna take Mana Steel. It's a little greedy, but I'll take the green. I would like to roll a 5 or a 6 before a 1. There we go. Alright, so we're good. And actually, let me mana steal with the red. I'm going to use the green to get a green crystal. I'm going to use mana draw that I can use yeah, I'm going to use the red, one of these red crystals to get influence 4, influence 8, influence 9. Influence 9, if you recruited a unit this turn, you may assign this card to it instead of a command token. Put the card face down over the unit when it's spent. So we're going to get the fire mages. And then if I can move here next turn and recruit even the peasants or the foresters, like that's just nice soak for me. And having 5 units at this point is really good. So this crystal goes away. This green is re-rolled. It's now a white. These 2 cards were used. This was used. The peasants might make sense too, because if I get enough influence, I can also heal for 3 points of healing at a village. And then I can just start my pillage parade. I drew out my hand limit, which is 4 more cards, so stamina, cold toughness, swiftness, and firebolt. Little Care's turn. It's a green. He goes here. He re-rolls the gold. It's a white. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. How many green cards does he have left? 2. He has 2 more green cards, so there's a good chance he is going to run into my face if I stand there. That's super interesting. That is not ideal. One. If he pulls the white spell, he also goes right there. Oh. Yikes. Alright, well, all of that got really weird. So I'm going to use my move 2 to go there. And then how much influence can I get? I need 7 influence to recruit the peasants and to heal 1. So I'm going to get 4 influence from the thugs, which lets me get the peasants. And then I'm going to get 2 influence from the peasants. Again, I'm using them mostly. I mean, I'm going to have to get 2 influence for that, but I'm using them mostly as soak. So 2 influence from the peasants, and then I will spend stamina sideways to get heal 3, or 3 more influence to heal that. At the end of my turn, this goes down. And that will work. This goes away. I draw to my hand limit, which is 6. 1, 2, and then I pillage the village to get me 2 more. 1, 2. There's the tranquility. Awesome. His turn. Is it green? It is. What a jerk. Yikes. All right, so he's coming in. We're fighting on this space. At the end of this turn, I'm gonna have to move somewhere. He's got another green. I mean, he's still got wounds, man. So he's got one more green. He's still got that yellow spell, that white spell, which is what concerns me more than anything. And 7 more wounds. All right, I am attending, which means I have to flip this over. I'm going to use this to get 2 more cards and a blue mana. I do not have the Bow of Stars on, which is super awesome. And by awesome, I mean less awesome. I can definitely draw 2 cards with Tranquility, so that could let me get some luck on my side there. It's day, so I can only use the base attack of that, but I really, 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 really want the Bow of Stars on. So we're gonna get these 14 enemies, and fire resistance would not be our friend. Fire resistance. Yup, that's about right. Oh, more fire resistance. Oh, you can't make this stuff up. All right, so we got the Amotep freezers, the swamp dragon. Let's clean up this a little bit. We don't need these cards. Oh dear God. The Draconum Summoner, fire resistance. This is physical resistance, so that's less of a problem for me with this hand. More physical resistance. So Ironclad, Cursed Hag, Orc Summoner, Wolf, a Prowler, Scout. I think it's a Scout. The Digger, and the Skirmishers. All right. Volcaire's also going to attack, and he's attacking with a red, which is just fire attack with brutal, blah, 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 blah. I don't even have counterattack. So all that's a problem. I don't need a green for anything. So before combat. Oh, can he play Tranquility? That kind of is a healing effect. Huh. That's a Marty. Can I play Tranquility to draw 2, or would I have had to do that last turn? Because he approached me. Because it's not like I know if I'm entering a city, I can spend Tranquility and then go into the city, but this is obviously a little bit different. So something that's a little confusing. I mean, let's see if it matters. No, it doesn't matter. There's 2 influence cards. All right, that's fine. Something that's a little confusing and unfortunate is so if you kill twice as many units as there are players, Volcaire at that point, I think you can before taking the turn like motivation. Let me check. Yeah, thanks, boss. If you kill twice as many units as their players, then his turn token flips over. He doesn't have next turn. So I want to kill at least 2. However, since he counts as a player, do I need to kill 4? The rulebook has never clear on that. That's another one of those like Mage Knight questions that has no real answer, at least from what I've found. I wouldn't mind having those cards, that's for sure. What time is it? Sorry. All right. And I don't know how many I can block. Yeah, an influence card would be actually great, because then I could assign damage to the thugs. Again, the freezers are going to be 12 points of block, which is just more than I want to deal with. We can start dealing with wounds. Of course, no one has... I don't have any ice resistance. I only have fire resistance. I don't want him to have a turn. So we got 2 wounds from Volcair, 2 wounds from these guys, 1 for each of their attacks. 1 wound, 1 wound with Assassin, Unknown, Unknown, 2 wounds from this guy because it's brutal, 1 wound and a wound to my discard because of poison, 2 wounds and 2 wounds to my discard because of poison. I mean, just awfulness, and then 3 wounds. The wounds, it's only 1 wound each, but it doesn't matter because of the paralyzed, so it's not even worth putting that crap out. I mean, ultimately, ranged attack I can get is fire attack, fire block. Fire block. It's just bad. This and this are ranged fire attack 8, which kills him. I'm not dealing with him. Block. All right, cold toughness would give me ice block. So it's, again, it's super inconsistent. I can't use this. It doesn't work against something with arcane immunity, but it does work with someone with ice resistance because it's still a block effect. That's why I'll never understand that ruling. It's really, really dumb. So ice block 5 +1 for each color of attack and each ability. So this would be ice block 10. And I would need 12 against like cold fire attack of 6. I would need to block 10 against that guy because he has swiftness, which is super annoying. That was the one thing, like having something with block against swiftness would have made my when I had the Utham crossbowman, it was really, I knew it was risky giving that up because it's like that counts twice against something with swiftness is so strong. The question is how many does I want to block? I have this red, but I probably want to save for counterattack, right? Now, Blood Ritual, I could take a wound and get 3 mana. Which is probably smarter. And let's see how many I can block and then just come back with a big counterattack. Alright, so if I pay this, I still have that. If I pay that, I can get a wound to a wound. That's my first wound I'm taking. I can only take 5 more before I'm knocked out. And then I can get 3 more crystals. I'll take 2 red and a blue. No one is cumbersome either, which is super annoying. The range fire attack 3 is just too good. I'm just gonna kill this guy because he only has he's got physical resistance, but he's only 3 shields, so he's dead. Yeah, I can't find a clear answer, but it seems you can't because not a start of a turn skill. Yeah, I'm kind of with that. It's weird, right? Because like it's you just can't. I'm getting ambushed, so I can't, and I can't. So I'm just thrust into the combat. It's bad. What I can do with it though is I'm probably not healing. I could just use it sideways to block, and use this sideways to block. Because what else are they doing? So that's one enemy that's blocked for counterattack purposes. Ice block 4. I'm going to use the ice block 4 here to block Volcaire. So that's 2 enemies that are blocked for counterattack purposes. Man, I'm going to need so much influence. Or, hold on. I think I have to, so I have no influence. I could do fire block 6 with the red. I still have this too. So fire block 6 with the red. I actually don't need, that's fire block is efficient against ice, and so the swiftest, so that actually blocks him. So that's a second guy blocked for counterattack purposes. This is the third guy blocked for counterattack purposes, and then I use him to block Volcaire, so that's a 4th guy blocked for counterattack purposes. Or, because that's 6 points of damage, that's 8. It's still 2 wounds either way, so it doesn't really matter. Make sure I have this. I still have this blue mana from, right. So Cold Toughness is going to block something. Not sure what. I have a range attack 4. It's day. Oh, I had the siege attack. Great. So I can use this white because I have not used a die from the source yet. That was from Mana Steel. So that's range attack 3. Range attack 4 plus a siege attack of a 1. So I still have these 2 cards I haven't used. These 2 were blocked. Volcaire was blocked. Cold Toughness is going to block something. So that, anyway, range attack 3, 4, 5 kills the Cursed Hag. And that could go really poorly. I'm not blocking the Amethyst, these Amethyst freezers. I'm going to assign the 3 points of damage to the peasants, so we're just going to indicate that. Thank you, peasants. That's why I recruited you, just in case I needed to assign some bad damage. And then the rest of these wounds, gosh, no physical resistance. This is block 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I can block 12 to block you. That's 4 enemies blocked. I murdered you. Who else did I murder? I murdered them. So I've only killed 2 so far. And then I'm really risking it with that guy. You know what? I don't think I killed the curse tag. I'll save the scouts. Curse tag lives. Because it's 1 and 1. I can deal with that. I'm going to use the 4 to kill the orc summoner. I took the 1 wound because of blood ritual. Like these 3 of Volcare. A cumbersome enemy would be so helpful right now. I can only take 5 wounds. I do not have influence because of this. Shoot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's 7. I can only take 4 of them. So if I take 5, I'm knocked out. So I'm about to lose all my dudes. Let me actually save this and use the scouts because they're about to be wounded. It is crazy how awesome those 2 cards would have been. Single one. Yeah, I think I'm about to get knocked out. The green. The alternative is I just take, it's the 3rd day, I take 4 wounds and retreat, but that's crazy. How about this? I don't block this guy. I murder that guy. And none of them having fire attack is so messed up, dude. It's just like the worst. I murder that guy, disband him. Get rid of anything that needs a physical attack. Then I'm only down to 3 blocked. I still have a red, which I could use. Nope, can't use it on him. So an extra red crystal. So if I pay a mana of a basic color, I can actually get a crystal of that color to my inventory, which is good. So I paid the red mana because I have no more use for mana. So if I use the range fire attack 3, I kill him like I planned on it. I think I can survive this now. This dude's going to come in and disband this. So by monks, I will have very few units left. Not having the bow of stars on is just really gross. So that would have been there. I would put 5. The 2 is stupid. The 2 is really bad. Alright, I'm going to put 2 points of damage. Nope. Here we go. So 2 points of damage on the scouts. 1, so that just hits its poison and goes there. This is 1 and 1, so I've assigned that damage. The 4 and the rest of them don't matter. Actually, the curse tag I'm gonna do 1 and 1 because two wounds because of the poison, and then the other 2 will just go to my hand. So I have 4. I took 4 wounds to my hand total, and 1 to my discard. So I took 5 wounds total. And now I have this only. This is the only card that was unplayed. And I've killed 3 enemies so far. And now I have a max of 13 attack because of counterattack, because I blocked 3 enemies, these 2 and Volcair. And I have another 1 from here, and I can play Swiftness sideways. I have no more mana. And the thugs I can assign 5 points of damage to next time, which would be great with the Lava Dragon, or Swamp Dragon, whatever he is. Saget will tell me later. So 9 points of physical, so 13 points of physical attack, up to 15. I did not block him, so elusive is still in play. So 13 up to 15. Yeah, I think I have to kill the High Dragon because wolf. So that's 9. And I'll keep the swiftness in my hand. So 13, 14, I'll kill the cursed hag. Oh, no. Nope. I don't know how to play this game. I'm going to kill both of the freezers. Somebody was freaking out. What are you doing? Yes, I'm playing bad. Yeah, I've got to kill both the freezers with the 14. Alright, freezers are all dead. And so I have a high dragon, a swamp dragon, and 4 orcs. And no units. And a partridge in a pear tree. So this comes back. This is out. This is out. All this mana is out. I converted my remaining red mana to a crystal thanks to the terms of Blood Ritual. This is done. This gets rerolled. This gets rerolled because I had that for Mana Steel. A blue and a gold. He still occupies that space. I can go to any adjacent space. I'm going to go there. I killed more than 4 enemies or 2 enemies. I don't know. One of those. So he flips his turn token over as well. This is still in my hand. These are all out. I have this and 5 wounds. I still have 5 crystals somehow. Awesome. You know what? Because I never use a swiftness, I'm going to keep the tranquility and never to use the swiftness sideways to block 1. So all that math works. And now I might be able to get some soak back. I don't know. Card draw, something. So how much fame do I get? I get 9. That's 23, 31 fame. That's 50 to 80. That's a double level up. Look at that. So another command token. Not that I need any of those since I disbanded 2. I get 2 more skills. We will get the spend a wound to draw a card. Am I really not going to need to rest? That seems... I only have 4 wounds in my hand, so it's not terrible. And I will draw... We'll take Chivalry because all I need is white. All I need is physical attack now because I killed all the enemies with resistance. Intimidate. That was 31, right? Indeed. So that worked out well. I drew out my hand up, which is now 7. So Chivalry and Bulbasaur's on. No, threaten. Alright. On my turn, I just flip this back over. On his turn, he just flips this back over. I can no longer pillage because I'm no longer on that space. I'm pretty sure fighting and retreating, any safe adjacent space, except for the one where I came from, and move there for free. I have to get through this deck. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wound. All right, let me get the rest of the cards in my deck and see if I'm doing one more battle in the day. I don't know how much range attack I have left though, which is the prop. The Boa Starzon might not actually be that good. And considering that, I might want to take Explosive Bolt, actually, instead of the bow, instead of Chivalry. Because Boa Starzon is great. Alright, I'm going to rest. I'm going to do a healing effect. I'm going to heal 2. That's me. It's 3 points of healing for that guy, so he's just done. I'm going to get my scouts back, because soak is always good. I can use my skill on the turn when I'm resting. So I'm going to discard that to draw a card. That is, I Feel No Pain. And then I'm going to discard one non-wound card and any number of wounds. I have 6 cards left here. I'm going to discard Promise and these 3 cards. And then I draw to my hand limit, which is 7. I need to keep, this goes away, I'm going to re-roll that. It's a blue. I need to keep at least 1 influence card so I can assign damage to the thugs. So I go, oh, there's a bow. There's that. Expose. Oh, I forgot I had you. That's a nice card. Rage and March. All right, Volcaire's turn. It's white. Okay. Well, battling again. Bam. I'm attending. Flipping this over. We have these guys. They're doing things. It's great. Rolling this. It's blue. Let's figure out wounds. Stats once per turn except during combat. Ugh, it's really not as useful as I had hoped. I don't know if I'm breaking the bow of Sarazan yet. I think I have to see how this plays out. But this and this. Wound with Assassin. Oh, yeah, I did take that wound. I did, because he had poison, so I definitely... She had poison, too. These 2... This... 2 wounds... 3 wounds... 2 wounds and 2 poisons. Yowza. I think I do double it. Alright. I'm going to play this. I'm going to break the Bow of Starzon. That's range attack 10 because I'm breaking this. Each of your range attacks this turn becomes doubled, or because of siege attack of the same element. You may also double any siege attacks, but they become range attacks of the same element. I have no siege attacks. And I'm going to play this. So that my total ranged attack right now is 5, 6, 7, 8, which doubles to 16. Oh, I wish it was 1 higher. 18 would be better. 18 would be better. Let's just get this out of the way right now. So I'm going to play the Threaten to bribe the thugs to take damage. So he's going to take all the wounds from the Swamp Dragon. So that and that. Great. Good job. Good job, thug. So then we got to figure out the 16. 9 is definitely going here. You jerk. That math is silly. Ooh. Target enemy loses all fortifications and resistances. Helps that. And that. So expose the diggers. And gives me the range attack 2. Actually becomes a range attack 4. I can group them all because he's no longer fortified. The fortification is not shared. And we have a total of, again, oh, wait. For each enemy defeated by this attack, another enemy gets armor -1. So this ranged attack, this one ranged attack, is 16. It kills 3 enemies. Which means another enemy is going to lose, is going to be down to, is going to lose 3 armor. So 5, 10, 14, 15, 16. So these guys are out. We still have this freaking nasty dragon down here. This is out. Broken. Good job. You did your job. And then we have to assign damage. I'm going to... That's 6 points of damage. It's not blocked. It's also assassin, so I have to take these 2. This is assassin, so I have to take this one. And I might as well take this one and not wound the scouts. And 1 to my discard, because what's the point? Alright, so 4 wounds. I still have these 2 cards in my hand. And now we're in the melee phase. I have, one of these has armor -3. So I can give him 2 armor, or I can give them 3 armor. I'll just play this to murder the cursed hag, because she's annoying. And now we have these 2 left. Alright, this gets re-rolled. It's a blue. This comes back. After combat, I can discard a card to draw a card. With this skill, I have move 1,000,000. I have to move. I'm going to move there. I killed at least 4 enemies, so Volcare doesn't have a next turn. That was spent. The white spell would mean I lose if I am not careful. Though, yeah, this is my hand. I'm just going to obviously declare it around next turn. How much fame do I get? I get 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 fame, 80 up to 86. Nope. Yep. 80 up to 96. It's math. And we're good. Volcare, he flips his turn token over. Oh, I'm sorry, my turn. I flip my turn token over. Volcare, he flips his turn token over. And I'm declaring end of round. This also goes away. The scout's ready. I have 3 command tokens I can't use. Means I'm playing real good. We're going to the last night. He's got, I mean, the number of wounds in his deck still is kind of silly. Alright. I think I can add the banner back to my deck just by disbanding this unit. That is an interesting question. Mage Knight 84, what's up, sir? Command. Expanding a unit. Mage Knight. Huh. Yes. Are we sure, buddy? What I just read seems to say no. Nothing much getting the kids to bed. How about you? You know. Nice. All right. I think I found something else. That seems correct. All right. Cool. That's great. That actually makes a lot of sense. So the thank you, fire mages, you're up. Marty. Why do I ever question Marty? It's bad. It's bad. Bad form, Greg. Marty knows. All right, I have so many freaking wounds in my hand. I feel no pain for the win. So no matter what happens, just so that a little bit of an asterisk from that. I think I corrected that about as good as was reasonable without replaying the entire second round. If I realized that on my own, I probably would have just started over because I'm like that. Crazy, 3 more fame, and I'm getting another skill. All right. I mean, the fact that I was literally, I pillaged there once. Volcaire heard my plans. He's like, nope, you are not gonna hang out on that village space and pillage as much as you want, sir. I will stop you. All right, stop me. He did. We're going to night, and I still have preparation, but if that means he goes first, so I have to see what I draw. 4 cards. Red, red, green, green. I have seen worse rolls. Drawing 7 cards. Firebolt's a good start. Explosive Bolt's a great start. Fireball's wolf. Holy cow. Okay. Wow. Did that just happen? Well, there's a wound. I'm gonna go first to make sure I get this thing done. So long night, I'm first. Yeah. Wow, that's insane. So I'm gonna use I feel no pain to draw another card. It's another wound. I can't use that during combat. And then I'm going to Banner of Command. I'm gonna get 2 fame. Oh. Recruit any unit I want. Oh, yellow and white. Who do I want? Ice attack 6 seems unnecessary. I want a giant block. I mean, the Utham Guardsmen are almost exactly what I need right now. Right? Because the block 2 against... block twice against Swiftness. Great. We're going to take the Utham Guardsmen. Thank you, Banner of Command. Look at this formidable pair of Scouts and Utham Guardsmen. They would make some beautiful babies. That's right, I said it. And we're just going to chill. And my turn, I turn my hand limit. It's not a wound. Volcair's turn. How? How? It's the white spell. Okay, I'm attending. It's just an unbelievable number. Wound, like literally 6 wounds in a row after this. That's insane. All right, good times. I'm attending, clearly. I can't use, I don't feel pain, but I can use my motivation skill. So 1, 2, and I get a blue. Volcair's attacking. It's a that. Oh, that's paralyzed. So definitely need to block that. All right, let me figure this out. So I'm going to do, I don't have a black. I have no way of getting a black. But I'm going to do a ranged fire attack 5. And that's an attack. I'm just going to kill him. Oh, maybe I don't do that. I'm going to do the green. Here we go. Ranged fire attack. Ranged attack 5. Can I kill them both in ranged? I might be able to. Range attack 5. Range attack 6. Range attack, I'm sorry, 5, 7, 8. 6, 7, 8, 9 would kill him. And then range attack 5, range attack 3 kills him. And then I just need a block, whatever. Great, super dead. Wow, what a draw. What a ridiculous draw. Yeah, I just didn't really need much at this point. I mean, it was essentially just a just this. I mean, yeah, I mean, I had what, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 17 range attack, and I only needed 15. And honestly, with the -1, if I killed him separately, he probably only needed 5, so I probably don't even need this, right? Because the 9 kills him, and then his armor is reduced to a 5. But that's a 2 and a 5. So the 5 would have killed him, and then I still have this, and all I need to do at that point is block Volcair, and he goes away like the loser that he is. Good times, man. All right, well, I gotta run. I'm late, so I get 10 fame. There you go. I don't know, people who keep track of score. Maze, that was insane. You couldn't get a better starting hand if you chose your cards. Yeah. Yeah. So rage, threaten, 3 wounds, crystallize, and march. I mean, counterattack was in there. Expose is way at the bottom. Cold toughness is at the bottom. That was but seriously, dude, what is this? 7? I mean, think about it this way. On the highest level from a pace standpoint, it's only 12 wounds in the deck, so take those out. I still have 3 wounds, and that's super insane. Yeah, the math of the movement's super intense, because if anyone's curious, had I not killed him there, so he's dead, I stay on the portal. Had I not killed him there, but if I had knocked out enough enemies, he didn't have enough enemies for me to knock him out. Say I only knocked out 1 enemy, his second movement, he would have went through the portal and I lose. The other thing, say he had more enemies and I make him flip that over, he moves there, and then his second activation, he just flips this up, and then I have to attack him because then so his second activation he flips this up. Oh crap! I'm in trouble because then my turn I have to flip mine up. His turn he would draw a card. If it was a wound, fine, but if it was another movement, he would have gone through the portal. So the spells near the portal get really dangerous. It even gets crazier when it's one of the I do like the mechanics in Return where Volcare doesn't. I don't think he flips his token ever, but he backs up, and then that gets really interesting because then he pulls a spell, then he moves to 2, and that can get really crazy. So you know, slight asterisk in the second night. I mean, I do think making sure I got that fireball made sense. I probably misplayed some other things, there, but we figured out the movement. This would have really helped. It just would have taken several turns, which is why I ditched off one more card from Volcare's deck the way I did. So good times. I don't know. Anyway, I'm sure Saget will have some comments later with other things I messed up. But this was super fun. I definitely just found something on the floor that shouldn't be there. What is it? It's a black mana token. Okay, good times. Uh, I somehow lost a Hopamachus Victorum a health chip, which makes 0 sense to me. I'm like, it's been driving me nuts for 2 weeks, but that's a whole something else. But it will turn up. It's probably in some other box it shouldn't be in. I'll find it in like 3 years. Like, there it is. Look at that. But look, I will be back on the 2nd with Uprising. Very, 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 very excited about that. Again, I've been playing the solo mode a ton, and it's really good. So, and that's at this point. I mean, it's total prototype level right now. So I'm really, really excited to see where they go with it all. But yeah, it's probably my favorite way to play that game now. So, and I already love that game, so figure that out. But so Uprising will come up in 2 weeks, and then I'm gonna do Uprising again on the 16th, and in between, I might go back to. I really want to avenge myself in Dawn of the Zeds. That last playthrough was terrible. I will not be trying Hopamachus on camera again. Because that was horrendous, and a good time. But I think kind of showed the good part of that game, and also this design is probably needed some more time in the oven before they released it. But it is Chip Theory Games, so what else do we expect from those guys? I'm just like digging at everybody today. But yeah, so if you haven't played Uprising, if you're curious about it at all, again, join me at 11 o'clock next Thursday, October 10th, and we'll have Pavel, Cornelius, and Dirk in some combination in the house. We'll have a conversation with them, and then we'll get right into a playthrough. I do have to figure out how I'm fitting that on my fitting that all on my table, because it's big. It's a big, big, big game. But thanks to Marty for the rules assists, and I don't know, man. It seems like some Yiki Bee Bear, some Loyal Apple. Oh crap! I missed a question from Loyal Apple. Which do you prefer these days, Spirit Island or Mage Knight? By far, Mage Knight solo. I play a lot of Spirit Island co-op, and by not as much as I used to, but I do probably about once a month. I'm probably playing Spirit Island co-op with friends, and I enjoy that. I do really think Nature Incarnate took a lot of the shine off Spirit Island for me, because I just disliked that expansion so much. So that's a thing that happens with me with games and expansions. Yeah, Nature Incarnate really was a big swing and a miss, but I do I still really enjoy that game. That game with my friends, and they all like it, so that's been good. But Maze Knight by far is just my number one solo game for sure, and I just really don't see anything changing that. I just think there's so much nostalgia for me with this game now too, that it's going to be hard to ever, replace that. But that's it. But this has been super fun. I hope everyone has a fantastic weekend. Thanks for joining me, And I will see you all hopefully next Thursday. All right, 11 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, Thursday, Uprising. Yay. In the meantime, happy gaming.
Solo.